Phantasm.
Son of Jarrell! Kneel before Sod! Snoochie boochies.
Hi, this is Dr. Vincent West, Medical Doctor, and I would like to invite you to HorrorHound Weekend 2021, September 10th to the 12th in Cincinnati, Ohio, at the Sharonville Convention Center. Join me and Corey Gorechrist, and we will now do a special episode of Phantasm talking about our previous trip to the last HorrorHound in Cincinnati back in 2019. It's one of the best well-run conventions I've ever been to in my life. I used to go to a lot of Starlog conventions out in California, creation entertainment stuff, Fangoria, New York, California, Pasadena. I'm a big guy. I hadn't really been going to stuff in a long time, so 2019 was literally Corey taking me something into unknown territory, and I can't say enough great stuff about the folks that run this thing and the way that the lines went. The dealer's room's amazing. The guests are amazing.
Conventions are, as much as it is meeting celebrities and stuff like that, but it's more about just the overall experience for me. Just being around horror for, a weekend is awesome, where people can just have fun and shoot the shit and just be around all that stuff. The vendors are a lot of fun, and I like going to the panels. I like doing all that other stuff. And the last con I went to, which I won't mention, I think it was just too small of a venue, and I think it was where HorrorHound used to go in Indy. It was their same stomping grounds. Now they have a new place, if I'm not mistaken. But it was just too small for what they were trying to do, and there was only like 2 very small vendor halls, and then there was like one Q&A panel room. So there wasn't any like I like to have shit running all the time, like theater stuff. Like you can go watch a movie if you want all night, or like film shorts all day, and just always have something to do, because you like to stay up and hang out. So this time around with HorrorHound is jam packed with stuff to do all night long. For, the whole weekend, there's something to do and places to go, people to meet, things to buy. So yeah, it's very exciting. So last time, we made some friends and we still in contact with. And Doctor, what was some of your favorite moments from your first HorrorHound experience?
Well, I really enjoyed going to the different the night stuff. Like going to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show was really cool.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
And then I thought that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun watching some of the films that had not been out yet, and that one thing that I watched with our friend,
Candy Corn.
Well, I watched the one thing with our friend that was
Tony Todd.
This film with Tom Atkins or whatever.
Oh,
I feel bad.
Polybus.
Yeah.
Thing.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
I liked going to all the vendor rooms. It was cool getting to meet Frusa Balk.
Yeah.
And then Tom Atkins was awesome, and Tony Todd was great, and it was fun, and everybody just kind of left everybody alone. Elvira was really nice. I forgot about that. Yeah, she was really cool. I don't remember having a bad experience other than we, had that one thing with the one person about asking about what's her name, but that was it.
The Scream line,
yeah. Yeah, but everything else Campbell was fucking awesome. And
that was kind of
I'm not really sure what happened with that.
Funny thing in that line. Okay, so other than that one thing, convention was very well ran. The lines were very quick and moving, and there wasn't a lot of confusion on where to go, which a lot of cons do that. It just seems like nobody knows what the fuck's going on. This one, there was a lot of traffic constantly.
Sorry, it's really gross.
But we had a lot going on, but the traffic was manageable. It wasn't like overloaded. It wasn't all over the place where people are confused as to where to go. And a lot of cons, sometimes they're just, especially if they're just starting out and there's a lot of confusion. Like, is this the VIP line? Is this the regular line? Who is this line for? Who is this not for? It was very easy, and it was a nice experience. It wasn't like, just wasn't too much at all. It was just very well ran. But we were in one of the guest rooms, the autograph table, stuff like that. And it was, let's see, I wanted to go in there for Niv Campbell and Fairuza Balk. They're both next to each other. And they had for Niv Campbell, for some reason, they had some like ticketing thing for her line. And when we went, the line wasn't even really that busy. So the guy that was in charge of that basically was, he was like, we're out of line tickets. Like, so is there going to be more? Like, is she not doing autographs anymore? And basically they were like, he was just kind of like, yeah, it'll be like a little bit or something. And like, okay. And we kind of waited around, and he was just kind of being rude and, never
being a buns hole. But it wasn't
never. But
it wasn't like anybody important,
Right. But, other than that, the whole time we were there waiting around, you had, we got to see Tom Wilson, Biff Tannen, he was...
Yeah, I got to see Meatloaf, too.
He was fucking with people. Meatloaf was over there. I mean, we had a lot of celebs in that room that made it cool. Christopher Lloyd, absolutely. And we met Fairuza Balk there, and Niv Campbell was next to her, and I got to say hi to Niv Campbell. I wanted an autograph, but still got to say hey to her and meet her and stuff.
Well, I think we got through it, and you were like, man, I probably should do that, too. And then...
Yeah, it was cool. But... didn't want to hop didn't want to hop over to her line, even though I probably could have. But Fairuza Balk was very nice, and that was really cool. And I'm trying to think of who else we met that year. I think those were the main ones. Courtney Gaines from Children of the Corn. Yeah, Malachi, nice. Super cool.
We didn't meet Jake Busey, but he looked like he was having a lot of fun.
We should have, man. That would have been cool. I don't know why we didn't. Some of the stuff. I mean,
he's a big man.
He is big.
Like I was like, man.
Yeah, he's a fucking cool guy. I love Starship Troopers and the Frighteners, so that would have been really cool. I don't know why I didn't, but because I got the D. Wallace auto.
Is Joel going to be at this one? The artist that does it?
Robinson?
Yeah,
he should be. Yeah, yeah. Joel was really cool. Doing a lot bigger stuff now too. So. Props to old Joel. The only thing I've ever bought from him was a Lost Boys shirt he did, and it's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not on anything, but I wish if they made like a newer Blu-ray of it that he would, do the artwork kind of similar to what shirt I got. It'd be rad. But yeah, so 2019 super fun. Left a huge impression on us. Talked about it a lot on this podcast. Always refer back to HorrorHound, and the doctor and I just in general reminisce about the good time we had. So we've been waiting on this one coming up, and it's finally here. We're so excited about it, and I guess we'll start talking a little bit about this one.
Yeah,
it's coming this week. Tickets are still available. I'm trying to see what is it? Authentic autographs beyond. Okay, just looking at the list of stuff here. I guess we can go ahead and talk about some of the guests first to get people in the door. I guess the main guest of honor here would be Robert Englund, which I have yet to meet, so this is going to be really fun. Can't go wrong with old Freddie. So that's pretty exciting. You got Michael Rooker.
It's pretty cool.
It's amazing. Mallrats and, of course, Guardian, stuff like that. He's been in so much shit. It's amazing. Dude's a brilliant actor. I liked him in that newer Suicide Squad movie. I thought he was hilarious, so... It's cool that he's coming to, he does, I think he's done HorrorHound a few times now. We got Nick Castle, which is amazing.
That's another one I'd like to meet him. That'd be cool.
Got The Shape. Billy Zane. Billy Zane's always been super cool. Met him. Really awesome guy.
I love the Snyder movies he's in.
Yeah. I think I met him at Texas Frightmare. And I had that Greasy Strangler beanie, and he actually took a picture of me with that beanie on it. So, which is weird, because there should be a picture on Billy Zane's phone of me just standing there with that beanie on. You got Robert Patrick returning, the T-1000. From Terminator 2. And he's super nice. Never met him, but I saw him interacting with people. He was having a good time and fucking with people. Or in the hotel lobby last time.
He's really good in that movie. This is just a little side note for people that maybe have not seen this. He's really good in the movie. He's in that movie Identity Thief. He's really funny.
Yeah. Forgot about that movie.
It's like chasing down the McCarthy chick or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fucking funny.
I got Kevin Dillon, who I love.
I do too.
You got the Clerks reunion, so you got Jason Mewes, which is awesome. Jeff Anderson, which is Randall. Brian O'Halloran, of course, as well, which is Dante. Met Brian O'Halloran at my first con over in Chattanooga, Tennessee, years and years ago, when I met the Phantasm Cats. And Brian was one of the first people I met there, and he was super nice. So awesome to see him at a con again, and the Clerk stuff. Danielle Harris is awesome. She's doing 2 different photo ops at this one. She does her bloody photo op, which I've seen her do, and she's also doing the clown photo op.
Really?
Yeah, from Halloween 4, which is sick. Tom Morga's awesome. He's going to be doing 2 photo ops too. He's doing his Roy from Friday the 13th
He's
Part
doing
5.
the Jason one?
Yep, and he's doing the Halloween one too, the Michael Myers, which I'm totally doing that because that's cool. I'll get the both Tom Morgas.
Now, Tom, cool. Which Halloween was he Michael Myers in?
4. Yeah, 4. So there's also, you can get a photo op with Tom and Danielle Harris, her in the clown thing, and then him as Michael Myers.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Yeah, it is cool.
That is cool.
It's that stuff that is why you go to conventions like that, because they're offering something that cool, Of course, he was Harold Ramis' stunt double in Ghostbusters, which is amazing. And I would always go do it. I'll always shoot myself in the foot to the end of time, so I didn't do the Gunnar Hansen one. I saw him in that costume walking around, which is enough for me, but I should have gotten the photo op, and, life's short. I also didn't know why.
Somewhere, and I've never told you this, or maybe I have told you this, 23 years ago, I went to Austin, Texas to watch a showing of Texas Chainsaw Massacre with the whole cast.
Yeah.
And I got a picture of me with the cook.
Yeah. You told me about that.
And Gunnar dressed up in their stuff.
Yeah.
And it was fucking awesome.
It's pretty sick.
And then, you know who photobombed us and got in the photo with us in his professional photo op? And he could do this whenever he wanted to. Toby Hooper photobombed it.
Yeah.
He got in, was just like pointing like this at me.
That's awesome.
It was really cool. That's my favorite horror movie, if people didn't know that. So.
Of course. Then you got Christopher Nelson. He's in Halloween Kills, so he's the Michael Myers from that, so that's cool. PJ Souls, always a pleasure. Interviewed her, been on this podcast. She's an absolute peach, and highly recommend to go meet her if you never have. Sandy Johnson, which is awesome. Judith Myers, and she's going to do a Judith Myers photo op, which is insane.
That's pretty wild.
That's really cool. Then you got the Nightmare on Elm Street
stuff.
Stuff from like Dream Master and even Freddy's Dead Final Nightmare. So you got Lisa Wilcox, Lisa Zane, which is awesome. Tuesday night. Toy Newkirk and Brooke Thies, all the shit. It's really fucking cool. Paul Sorvino, which is nuts. I think that's really cool. And Jeremy London, part of the Mallrats thing. And then you got all the Fear Street cats coming. They got some Friday the 13th people as well now. I got Deborah Voorhees from Part 5. One of the best kills of the whole franchise.
Wait, which one?
Deborah Voorhees.
Who's here?
She's the one that Woods killed.
Wait, does she get the shears to the eyes?
Yeah.
She's got beautiful tits.
Yeah.
I mean, they're huge. Seriously, that's really fucking cool because she has giant tits, and it is a good kill. That's actually, just a side note for you guys listening, that is Paul Ryan from Origin's favorite kill in any of those films. Because he gets erect and horny from watching that.
Right. Makes sense. So yeah, there's that. Jane Taylor, which has one of the most iconic kills in the franchise, which is the axe to the face in the first.
Oh, that's a good one.
The first Friday, so that's a really cool one. And then Laura Marie Taylor from Part 2, that's Vicky, so that's cool too.
What's great about that axe kill is that's what Tom Savini does to you if you're a fan too. You get the axe right in the face.
That's right. Butch Patrick, old Eddie Munster, so that's cool. They even got some wrestling guests at this con. You don't see that too much at HorrorHound, at least last time we didn't. But you got the Godfather and Ted DiBiase, so that's pretty neat. And Godfather, he does the Papa Shango costume photo op and the Godfather, which is nice. Last time I met him, I did the Papa Shango one, but he was just at his table doing it, so I don't know if it's just going to be pro or he actually just sits around, dresses up like that all day.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he'll just be at his table dressed like that all day too. He doesn't like take it on and off. And that's pretty much it for that. All the notables, but it's a pretty stacked lineup. But I promise you, the main thing of going is just to go in general. It's a lot of fun.
What other stuff they got going on? That karaoke thing, which I think we went to.
Oh yeah, we can do the schedule here. Let me pull up some Q&As and events. You can find all this at their website as well, HorrorHoundWeekend.com, and you can get tickets and photo op pre-orders and all that stuff. So make sure if you're gonna plan your days out for the weekend, then be sure to do that. Get those photo op tickets. And yeah, so the vendor halls here, they're spread out like last time. So they actually have the Marriott Delta, which is newly renovated across the street, and that's where a lot of the events take place. The screening rooms are at the Hyatt, where it's pretty much in the convention center, like the Hyatt Hotel. And then the screening room B is across the street at the Marriott Delta too. So we got the main vendor hall, then we got the vendor hall plus, which is we'll get to that in a second and I'll explain what that is. But that would be across the street. I think it's more just like an extra bonus because of last year. They tried to add some extra swag and stuff like that, like HorrorHound stuff from past cons and like all this stuff. So it's a little more expanded space with extra stuff there, little goodies for everybody. So that's going to be across the street, the Marriott Delta. In screening room B, you got stuff going on all night long. Trying to see, let's see, I'm going to pick a good one here. So from 7 to 8 in the Q&A panel room, which would be at the main,
Is this Friday?
Yeah. There is a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 panel. So that's awesome. That's pretty awesome. And then after that, there's some more, shorts going on, short blocks, movies. Then you got the Fear Street panel at 8. Then 9:30 to 12 a.m. at Screening Room B, you have the red carpet premiere of Don't Fuck in the Woods 2. So if you want to do that, that's actually kind of exciting. 10 to 12, you got Scarioke across the street. Then at 12 a.m., you got the Midnight Movie Madness at Screening Room B, which is a drinking game, and it's Shakespeare Shitstorm, which is a new Troma film, which Lloyd Kaufman will be there to present, which is pretty awesome. And you got Saturday, you got extended hours on that Vendor Hall Plus across the street at Marriott Delta, the Horror Host Hall of Fame at 11 a.m., and it keeps on going down the list here. Kevin Dillon panel from 2 to 3. You got the costume contest. If you want to register, it's from 2:30 to 5 p.m. And then you got the Halloween 4 panel, the Halloween panel, which that's going to be cool.
They're doing a Halloween panel?
Yes, at 4 o'clock on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Kids costume contest is 5 to 6, folks. Highly recommended. It's so much fun to see some of these kids dressed up. They're really cool costumes, too. I mean, there's some impressive ones. So if you have a little one, it's exciting. Bring them, get them dressed up. But it actually was it was really cool. So, and then you got the lighter side of horror block at Screening Room B, 6:45 to 9 o'clock on Saturday. And they're showing the red carpet premiere of Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2, which I didn't know they even had until HorrorHound posted that they were premiering it. So it's pretty awesome. And then you got the 1980s karaoke and dance party from 8 to 1. That's also at the Marriott Delta across the street. And then Sunday, as we wind down the weekend, trying to see the main thing here, we got the Clerks panel from 1 to 2 and the Mallrats panel from 2 to 3.
I'd like to do the Mallrats one.
Yeah.
If we're there.
So that'd be pretty awesome. So yeah, that's all. It's jam-packed. There's so much shit to do. And outside of that, we got some awesome vendors too. So you're going to be looking around to buy shit, then that's the place to go. I'll list off some little notables here. Ones at least that I've seen before myself.
Is Phantasm Podcast there?
Yeah, I think they might be there. Yeah. Not as vendors. You'll just, have to come find us. Of course, you got a Full Moon, our boy Charles Band. So if anybody's a piece of shit on our podcast, we give them the Charles Band treatment, which we still haven't done yet. People have gotten real lucky, but it's coming. You're going to get Ginger Dead Man 5 if you fuck with this podcast.
The Holla Cook.
Yeah, the Holla Cook.
I mean, I don't know. But...
It's probably real. But yeah, Puppet Master, it's cool. Let's see. You got the HorrorHound stuff, of course, so you can get your magazines. They got HorrorHound pins. They got shirts. They got cups, like glassware, everything. So definitely pick up some actual HorrorHound branded shit because they got some good stuff and probably won't find anywhere else. So that's a good one. You got Joel Robinson, so he will be there. Buy some of his artwork. Dude's the shit.
Very nice guy.
Living Dead dolls, which is cool. London 1888, love those cats. It's where I got my Greasy Strangler beanie at. So very cool people there.
You got a zebra thong there too.
I sure did. Lunar Crypt. You want to get some really good pins from there. They got some good stuff. I actually got the I think it was Lunar Crypt. They had a pin of the zombie driver in Ghostbusters, like whenever the ghosts start coming out. Cool. Yeah, they had the pin of that, so I bought that from them years ago.
I didn't know you'd ever seen Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I had no idea. Speaking of the Ohio Ghostbusters, are going to be there, so be sure to say hi to the Ohio Ghostbusters. And Paul Bearer Press, love those cats. Then if you want to get some Blu-rays, some Blu-ray swag, they got Severin, Synapse, Trauma, and Vinegar Syndrome. So
that's pretty dope.
So definitely...
those are all good ones,
yeah,
too.
So stack up your money, and usually Synapse also has a lot of those Blue Underground releases, too, and stuff, so you can pick up some of that. Yeah, that's very exciting. There's so many other vendors and awesome vendors, and I'm sure there's a lot that aren't even on the site that are going to be there, too.
Vincent, I'm gonna shit.
A lot of times now I don't stack up too much on autographs anymore because I have so many. I just get specific ones. So I used to just buy everything, But now I'm more inclined to buy just random shit from vendors. I like buying artwork that I plan to put up someday, and sometimes you get $10, you get a pretty cool artwork people make or something like that. Especially somebody like Joel Robinson, you can get. Posters he's made. It's fairly cheap, or a T-shirt. I mean,
you got me a painting from Clive Barker, which I thought was really nice.
I sure did. It was like $3,000.
I appreciate it.
Hand painted. Which, if you ever meet Clive Barker, he has a whole room. It looks like a fucking shop where it's just all his stuff. Yeah,
that's cool.
Hand makes his scripts. His
I'll draw
books.
Stuff for people for $1 if they'll just come up and say hi.
Yeah, you can get a personal hand signed. Piece of printing paper from Dr. West if you want. If you want to meet us at HorrorHound, he will sign your piece. Just bring in some fax paper, and he will sign it for you for $1.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Ladies, if you show me your pussy, you get to see it. You get anything for free.
Also,
I don't have to touch it. I just want to see it.
His good friend, Porno Pro Tom, might also make an appearance at HorrorHound this weekend. And, yeah, if you guys ever listen to Godless Heathens, which is the other wonderful podcast that Dr. West has.
Thank you.
And there's a lot of really cool interviews on there. Wayne Losnack from Hatebreed. There's a bunch of really good ones. So if you're into that, you're into that. You check it out. There's also a film festival going on this weekend. Like I said, all the shorts going. It's pretty fucking cool. So definitely don't miss out because this is going to be a fun event. Should still be hotels available. The VIP passes are sold out. The weekend passes are only available at the door. Friday single-day passes are still available, but the Saturday passes are available only at the door. Sunday passes are still available. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm pretty excited about it. As far as let's see, we go to the facts, see if we're missing out on anything here.
Let's give them the hours of operation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's from Friday from 5 to 10, Saturday 11 to 7, Sunday 11 to 5. Children under 12 and under are free.
That's awesome that they do that.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. We'll go for those protocols here.
Mask.
Yeah, everyone's, kind of worried about that. They don't have a mandate currently for that hotel or Cincinnati, so I don't think they're going to really worry about much. I say mask up when you can. After nearly 2 years since the last physical HorrorHound Weekend took place, COVID-19 has adjusted the landscape for the mass gatherings and events are both viewed and managed. We ask that all attendees of the upcoming HorrorHound Weekend event please be mindful of the changes to our standards of living and empathy towards your fellow horror fans as government and health mandated rules and practices have and continue to change on a weekly basis. Here is the latest information regarding the health and safety outlines of our upcoming HorrorHound Weekend event. From the Sharonville Convention Center, the Sharonville Convention Center has taken aggressive action against the coronavirus and other airborne containments through our proactive initiative to maximize indoor air quality. This initiative involves a new approach to ventilation, air system filters, routine system cleaning, and an avid pursuit of maintaining high-level air quality. This new system, named Halo LED, proactively treats every cubic inch of air-conditioned and heated space, thereby reducing airborne and surface contaminants, pollutants, bacteria, germs, fungi, and viruses such as COVID-19. However, LED UV light is only effective in reducing airborne microorganisms that pass through the light rays. Therefore, it was decided we would strengthen this project further by installing a commercial PHI unit by RGF, which is designed to reduce microorganisms in the air on all surfaces by 99.9%. through a process called photohydroionization.
So while you're visiting HorrorHound, you can also get cancer.
Yes. You can get you can actually become
a microwave meal.
Microwave meal. We are so excited about this.
What you gonna get? Phantasm Hot Pocket.
It's like Soylent Green. Additionally, sanitation stations have been installed at various points of the convention center and neighboring hotels. As of August 10th, 2021, mask mandates had not been, that would be a month out, mask mandates had not been made mandatory for the Sharonville Convention Center. However, with rising cases of COVID in recent weeks, it is possible that said mandates could be enacted by showtime. Please be mindful of this in preparation for the HorrorHound Weekend. If you do not have a mask and wish to have one will be provided for you at the door of the event.
Cool.
So if you guys forget your masks at home or you just don't wear them, they have them if you want to do that. Do not attend the event if you have tested positive for COVID, although we urge anyone planning to attend to stay home if they show any signs of sickness. Proof of vaccine will not be required or requested to enter the weekend, so you don't have to bring your cards in.
Side note, would you like to guess the one NFL team where you have to show proof of vaccination to get into the building?
I saw that the other day, but I don't remember.
It's in Vegas Raiders, buddy.
Raiders. After consideration of the impact of COVID-19, HorrorHound Weekend has chosen to discontinue its Saturday evening indoor concert experience. We have chosen to alleviate additional after-hour experiences in lieu of the event that would encourage close gatherings of hundreds of people in an enclosed space. An outdoor concert is being planned at the Third Eye Brewing Tap House located just outside of the Marriott Delta Hotel, and special outdoor drive-in screenings will take place at the patio area of the Marriott Delta Hotel on Friday and Saturday.
So they're not even having the after-hour movie stuff, are they?
It'll be outside, I guess, but outdoor drive-in screenings, which I think is kind of cool. We'll have to check it out. Additionally, film festival screenings will take...
DUI that way.
Additionally, film festival screenings will take place at the Marriott Delta and the Hyatt hotels during after hours, so they are still having those.
Our follow-up horror.
And a special limited attendance karaoke dance party will take place each night. Hotel rules and restrictions have been changing on a daily basis. We anticipate the possibility of mask mandates for most hotels while indoors, particularly the lobby and hallway areas. As of this update, no attending celebrity guests have requested plexiglass barrier for pro photo ops, although one will be on hand during the event in case things change. Barrier will only be used in case of request by specific guests. In all situations, mask may be removed when taking your professional photo op. So, that being said, also you got Ink Fusion. You can get inked at HorrorHound. It might be too late to book your reservations now, but you can actually...
I don't know, they got a week.
Get a tattoo at the con, but you have to go...
Or 5 days or 6 days.
HorrorHoundWeekend.com and click on that Ink Fusion link, and you'll see the artists here, and you click on their profile, and you can go and book an appointment with them. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, basically that's it. I mean, if you guys want to, do it, they're also doing some kind of like virtual event called HorrorHound Rewind, where you can watch stuff from past events. If you can't attend, they're also doing a lot of live stuff for the con. If you can't make it or don't feel safe coming out, you can actually watch it. And then they do the HorrorHound Weekend thing where it goes back and shows all the havoc me and Vincent are going to do at that con. And you can actually stream that. You can stream Porno Proton.
Visits HorrorHound.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Did we ever find about our pre-show we're having at our hotel? Is Comac Rocker, is he a cancel?
No, I think Comac Rocker's still going. He's playing with Dixie Cup as his opener.
Well, now listen. The last I'd heard was he was only going to do 3 songs, then he had to jack off.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if that was going to happen or not. But anyway, Comac Rocker goes around with a $100 guitar that he tells people is $3,000. That it's actually Kerry King's model, and it's not. It was like a cheap guitar center,
musician's friend special.
Right. It's a piece of shit, and he plays songs you don't want to hear from Metallica catalog and Megadeth's catalog that you'd never want to hear the rest of your life. He butchers them, has a neck out of a domestic beer, then sneaks off and jacks off and blacks out.
Yeah. That's what he does. He's living the Comac Rocker life. And then Dixie Cup's kind of the opposite. Dixie Cup has about 4 or 5 solo cups worth of liquor before he even comes on stage. And then usually he actually passes out on stage during the set.
And then you carry him and put him in his van.
Yes.
So he doesn't.
And I have to baby carry him into his van, and so he can not get a concussion.
Kids, you don't have to worry about that, though. Phantasm will protect you.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I didn't think we were going to be able to make it just because of everything that's happened this year. This year's been really weird because Corey and I went to Orlando at the end of June for the 4th of July and went to Disney. And I'll tell you guys right now, Disney is the nicest, cleanest place I've ever been in my life.
That was great.
It's the best holiday I've had in literally since I was a kid.
Same here, and birthday for me.
And it was it was your B-Day. It was a celebration, but it was fantastic. It was a great experience, and it was awesome. And HorrorHound is awesome. I hope it's just as great an experience as Disney.
It's a horror Disney World for us. So this is the one we've been looking forward to, going back to, and I was gonna go to Indy. I guess it was last year. This was also 2019. Like after we came back from that one, I was gonna go to Indy. Where they had like Kiefer Sutherland and a bunch of other good guests. But I had to go to a driving school or I would lose my license. So I actually had to cancel that. Luckily, somebody was able to go and they bought my photo op from me, and then they let me get the autograph. They got the autograph for me, so I didn't have to cancel that, which is really cool.
It's awesome.
And then mailed it to me. So
Cheryl.
So Gabby, thank you so much for that.
Love Kiefer Sutherland. Excuse me, Gabby.
Yeah, it's awesome. She was like,
It's a great autograph you got to Gabby.
Oh, it says to Gabby, yeah.
Love Kiefer Sutherland.
She was very cool. I appreciate that very much. And that's why it's always good, folks, if you're going to these cons and you go to them as much as we do, or I do at least.
You do.
It's good to go to like these groups or whatever, and just join them on Facebook. People, or just go to like the event page in general and try to find people. Usually, there's some like groups that you can join. Like I have like a HorrorHound group, and there's some other cons I go to have those groups, And in the case of something like that happens, you can reach out to people, and they'll usually be cool with, like selling your ticket to them so you don't waste money. Or, doing something like, which I didn't really ask her to do. She suggested it to, she's like, I just want the photo op. If you want me to get you your autograph, I can, like, mail it to you. I'm like, yeah, that's amazing.
Really cool.
Yeah, so stuff like that. That's why it's good to be a part of Facebook groups for those cons, 'cause you can stay in touch with a lot of people too that way, or you can make friends with people and then like meet up before you get there. So I think it's pretty cool. You're playing you're powering it up.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool. I've seen that thing before. It's that AC/DC that new album, that box thing. It's pretty neat. But yeah,
it just stays on for a while.
It's
my
almost like
drinking night light.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a nightlight.
Thank you, courtesy AC/DC.
That's pretty nice.
Sorry, I did not mean to start that, but I wanted you to see it, but I didn't know it was going to start rocking out.
Hey, fine. We're rocking out.
It's AC/DC. They do that. Isn't that cool?
It is cool. Yeah, you powered it up. Look at that.
I love them.
I do too. But yeah, join those Facebook groups. Stay in touch with people. You can make friends. Meet them at the cons. It's a lot of fun. Or trade stuff. Do whatever. And it's good to stay on, especially if you're also trying to get into a hotel. Maybe you want to get to the Hyatt or something, and you've been trying to get in, and it's been,
That's fucking awesome.
It's been sold out. You can be in these groups, and people can be like, hey, I just canceled my room. If anyone wants to call, and get that room, and, people do that all the time too, so just call and get the room. So groups are very essential, or just skimming through the event page itself and getting in touch with people, reaching out that way. And yeah, but very excited about HorrorHound returning and just a con returning in general. HorrorHound's my favorite one, and I think it's just awesome. So we're really excited it's back.
Great experience, man. The first one, it's hard to beat it. It was a lot of fun.
All right. And we're, just excited to be there and be around horror shit and meet some cool people, and yeah, gonna be a good time. Seeing Sean Clark, this will be fun. He's always fun to run into and talk to for a little bit.
That's always fun.
Yeah. And it's going to be exciting. So looking very much forward to that. And we hope anyone listening is planning on coming out to it, that come say hi. At the Sharonville Convention Center, September 10th through the 12th, 2021, Cincinnati, Ohio. HorrorHound Weekend is returning. It's back for revenge. We're very excited. And we hope you are too, and we hope you enjoyed our little special here. Where
Ode to HorrorHound.
We're just trying to, hype the event. We want you all to come out. And if you don't, you're already dead. So, thank you all for listening. We hope to see you there. Stay gory.